Hey everyone, the numbers are in for Breakfast Point for October of 2021. I'm Craig Duran with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, here enjoying the beautiful day in Breakfast Point, of course. I don't know, for those of you who don't know, I live in Breakfast Point. I want to get right to pricing this month. I know I did kind of a deep dive last month on the overall market. I just want to get right to price for you guys. I said I wasn't going to show this chart, but I do think there's one thing worth paying attention to. Remember, the red line here represents the number of homes for sale, and this is across the entire beach. And this time I didn't limit it by price range. This is any age, any location, any price range. Beginning of the pandemic is here, and remember, we had fewer and fewer homes for sale every given month until very recently. And think about that from the mindset of a buyer. If you're trying to buy a house, you can't find anything, maybe you make an offer on something, it doesn't get accepted, or you lose out in a multiple offer situation. So you're really seriously trying to buy something and you can't find it, and you turn around and go to search again, and there are fewer choices. And then there are fewer choices again. And then there are even fewer choices. You get more motivated, it gets very intense. And that's really what's part of what's driven up the market over the last year and a half, and why prices have moved up so fast is all because of that right there. Other factors for sure, but that's a big part of it. What was interesting, and it hasn't really been talked about a lot yet, June, July, and August, we actually had more choices for buyers. Month over month, we started to see a few more choices out there. And think about that again from the mindset of a buyer. All of a sudden, you can't find something, but now the next day you have a few more choices. The next month, you have a few more choices. If you don't have any major time constraints, it's a very, very different story. So we were interested to watch that and to see how long that would continue, because if we drift up too high and get to the point where we're saturated or we have too much supply, that's when we start to see prices adjust. Look at what happened in September, October. We actually came back down. Buyers had fewer choices in October than they did in September. And I won't go into the big explanation again this time for months of inventory, but remember, 4 or 5 months of inventory is a neutral market, a balanced market, so to speak. 2.07 months of inventory is very much a seller's market. Even in October, the overall housing market in Panama City Beach is very, very good. We had 11 sales, 11 closings in Breakfast Point. This is Breakfast Point. We had 11 sales in the month of October, so obviously things are still selling pretty well. A lot of that was the new construction, but we'll go through some pricing. We had a closing over on Foxtail in the new section at $335,922, another one at $345,187. Those are both 3 bedrooms. Another one at $349,855, all the same plan. Subtle differences in pricing just because of upgrades and lot premiums, things like that. Another one in the new section of the larger 3-bedroom closed at $384,70. Over on Ward Creek, one closed at $415,000. This was a resale, the same floor plan, but it was a resale. $415,000 was the closing. And interesting, just to note there, why would the same floor plan 3-bedroom sell at $415,000 when the builder's closing them out at $335,000, $345,000, and $349,000? Obviously, that's how much the market's moved up. Think about it. The people who were just closing on these wrote a contract on their property probably 6 to 8 months ago at least, or somewhere in that range. Now resale $415,000. Resale on no, it's a new one on Ward Creek, $435,000. 4-bedroom, another one on Basin Bayou, $469,925 was the closed price. Resale on Breakfast Point Boulevard, 4-bedroom, $475,000. Another one at $480,000, 4-bedroom. Another resale on Ward Creek for $518,000. That was a 4-bedroom. And a 3-bedroom, believe it or not, closed on Warren Bayou with a pool, $546,000. So the big takeaway here, well, let me show you one more thing. But the big takeaway is, I know a lot of people think real estate just kind of goes away in the off season, but it's still a very good market in Breakfast Point. If you look at this, look at all the pending contracts. Pending means that there's a sale. Most of this is the new construction, but look at that. Out of 30 homes, all of those are under contract. We only have one resale. That's actually going under contract this afternoon. That's the one we're working on, so that would be off the market. We have one on Basin Bayou Drive that is for sale. I know there's a buyer coming into town this weekend, I think, that's looking at that one. And one that just came out that's a new listing, asking $599. So only three choices, maybe two after this afternoon. So still a very healthy market in Breakfast Point. Prices have bounced around a lot, especially in the last year and a half. We've appreciated so much. If you're interested in a free valuation of what you might be worth, I'm happy to put that together for you. A big push for me between now and the end of the year is to get as many past customers as I can, some updated valuations of their real estate. Again, there's no obligation. There's no charge for this. If you'd like one, just hit the little button. I think it shows up on the free valuation up here on the video, or just shoot me a note. I'll put one together for you. Really, if you just give me your address, I can put together a pretty good range of price for you. If you want to be a little more serious about getting a very specific price range, I can just pop by for 5 or 10 minutes and look inside and get some notes. But if that's something you'd like, let me know. In the meantime, we'll be back December with a quick update again on pricing from November, and then January. The plan is to do a really deep dive to show you really what happened in the entire year of 2021 and update what we think or project what we see happening in the first part of next year. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to go enjoy this beautiful day.